Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are in the world, welcome and thank you for joining us. My name is Carl Anthony, and this is AutoVision News Radio Live at AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024. We are with Duong van Nguyen, Deputy CEO, globally in charge of ADAS and autonomous driving at VinFast. He's also the representative of VinFast for the European Commission. Now, Dr. Nguyen has extensive experience on building many ADAS systems such as parking, automatic emergency braking, lane sensing, lane keeping, rear camera sensing, and more from scratch all the way to full production delivery. Thanks to his outstanding expertise, he has received 9 research and innovation grants from the EU Research Council. Duong van has been selected to be the senior member of IEEE, a member of IEEE ITS, and a member of IEEE Standard Working Group P2020. He has served as a member of many advisory boards, as a conference and workshop organizer, an invited speaker, as is the case here at AutoSens and InCabin, and he has been a reviewer for a number of journals and conferences. He has published a book, a chapter book, a Springer interview, 12 patents, 9 journals, and over 30 conference papers. Duong van, thank you for being here, friend. It's just always impressive to read your bio and to hear about your expertise. And so thank you for being here, friend. Good to see you.
Thanks a lot, and great warming greetings from myself to the AutoVision audience. Thanks a lot for having me here.
Indeed, and so we're here in Barcelona for AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024, and from many executive reports, it shows right now that Chinese or startup EVs are doing things much differently than legacy OEMs. And perhaps even faster, perhaps even more efficiently. What are your thoughts on that? What is your perspective on that?
Yes, yeah, that's true. That's quite right? So actually, for recent times, we see that the Chinese and the startups, they are very aggressive in investments and development. They put a lot of efforts in digitization transformations. They put a lot of efforts in injecting new technology for optimizing the BOM cost, for improving the efficiency within their productions and process. Meanwhile, the legacy OEMs has a lot of burdens on their process and on their company structure, and it's they have not even adapting quick enough for the digitization. So a lot of manual work there. So I think all in all, we will see that nowadays we are talking like the car is like a mobile phone running on the road, the big one.
Yes.
And if you see that a lot of surrounding software and hardware from around the world which support mobile phone, social media, the startup and the Chinese, they are really efficient at applying that such thing quickly.
Yeah.
And of course, the legacy OEM are a little bit late in that, a little bit lagging behind. So maybe in the combination, that explains why they are very fast.
Right. From your role and from your vantage point at VinFast, what are some of the primary challenges that you anticipate in the development and the deployment then of ADAS and automated driving technologies? What's your perspective?
Yes, so actually those challenges are for everybody. No?
Sure.
So the first very obvious one is the rapid changing of technology. It changed so fast. In the olden days, we have like 5 to 10 years. Now we have 2-3 years. The technology already completely changed. And meanwhile, in automotive industry, we have to guarantee the safety, the process, and all kind of that relevant matters. And we have to adapt to the all the way latest technology. It's like we are all the way running. There's no breathing time at all. So that is the most challenge. So how can we deal between the R&D, proper R&D versus the rapid development? It's extremely hard to really make it efficiently. And still we have to make sure that There's obviously that the car should be safe. That is
Right.
it's extremely challenging. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, that the technology is too high now. It's like we are taking the same people with the big techs, like social media like Meta or Google or Apple. Those almost the same people, that automotive people also need the same people. So we are in the talent shortage. There's a second problem. It naturally connects to the first one.
Right.
So we have, and then finally in automotive, like we say, we have to deal with so many variants of different cars for different markets.
Right.
So we have a very low end for in some area of the market that the people just, okay, I need the car to drive. I don't have enough income to pay for it, for the very expensive thing. But then somewhere the people, the expectation is extremely high. Even they always think, okay, I need something like autonomous driving and so on. So to adapt for all of that in a very short time, the mass production got all the way like overburdened. Okay, how can I deal with so many variants? My production line, I should have 100 of them or not? So that is very complicated, and we still at the end we need to be profitable to survive. So that's why that's dealing with different markets. It's really another. I think it's that three major challenges from the rapid technology, from talent shortage, and to deal with different variants of vehicle for different markets.
Right. Duong, then when we log into LinkedIn, and I'm just going to use LinkedIn as an example because we're broadcasting to LinkedIn, but when we log into LinkedIn, we always see an article about AI or a post about AI. In fact, almost everything in our world, AI is entering into the conversation. So with regard to automotive, same type of question. With the current trends in automotive right now, how does this AI revolution play into that? And is there a link between AI and, say, robust safety? We want to design a vehicle to have robust safety. What is the connection? Is there a connection?
Yes, definitely. That is the most, I would say, the hottest topic that we concern nowadays. Because how many budgets, capital put into the AI is huge. And we always see so much potential. But where is the product? We need that. That is the point. So in automotive, even more severe, we are safety matters. So very hard to see the product there. So at the end, we're questioning ourselves, where's the product? And at the end, we see that, okay, so the first thing maybe we need to do, I would say that the AI revolution is amazing. But first, we need to find a well-defined problem within our automotive industry. What is a well-defined problem? Is it in manufacturing? Where you have some robot arms, you can do automation on that? You have a lot of paperwork to checking how we call manufacturing process optimization. We need to check where is the gate can be opened. Yes, check this. Those things that we can find out all that, I find something very interesting for the AI. And something is that why the trend now is first to find the solvable problem with a very well-defined problem that in the very isolated environment that we can apply directly the AI there. Okay, so that is the first trend. The second, we think its connection is there, is that when we go to the more bigger problem like ADAS and autonomous driving, then we have to use the word now that is very familiar, it's balancing it. But how to balancing is very difficult, because balancing, we try to say that we automotive coming from deterministic approach. That means we want human rule based, we model the system, we know exactly what should be the outcome, and we test validation, we make sure it works. Now we have an AI, so we really have, the AI can solve a bigger problem for us, because there's a lot of problems that a human model will not work. Right? After like autonomous driving, human model up to now, we could not model it. So we have to use AI. AI solved pretty well, but then we have to balance. So we say, okay, I need to participate my whole system into different parts. And some part I can utilize AI, but some part I need my rule base so that I'm guaranteed that it should work in my well-defined ODD. Otherwise, we always have the worry about what is going to happen, right?
Of course. You are the Deputy CEO globally in charge of ADAS and automated driving at VinFast. And here's the one question I haven't asked you yet, but what technical innovations is VinFast currently pursuing right now related to ADAS and automated driving?
Yeah, definitely. First because I would say that we put a lot of efforts on bringing new technologies using the low-cost sensor like camera, radar, ultrasonic sensor, because we want that our solution should approach to as many users as possible. So we will try to go with approach where the solution is affordable for the many end user, and it should be scalable so that because we are startup, we produce different variants for the low-end vehicles to the mid-end, high-end, and we need to optimize so that the solution or the technology should apply to relatively most of them, so that all the end users should enjoy or benefits from the technology. And then we also put a lot of investigation on the multimodal sensor fusion. Like I said to you, that is the balancing between AI and deterministic approach.
Yes.
This is the way we usually, in the technical term, we say that multimodal sensor fusion. This is where we really try to balance. Okay, I have in my total system, I have a different part with the AI, non-AI deterministic approach, and I try to improve it. And finally, I would say in VinFast, because we are a startup, and we put a lot of efforts to really bring in the newest tool, the really apply the digitization system so that everything it have more automation, so that it can be faster, but we can really do it with many iterations to make sure it's work. Because if it's manual, it's very hard to repeat, right? It's a lot of time and effort. But if it's automation, and if we put the latest tools, the latest technology in our production pipeline, we are able to reiterate and improve over time. This is very important as a last point, that we think that is our strength and our focus nowadays.
Yeah, and you mentioned, being a startup, but when you see a VinFast vehicle, you know a VinFast vehicle. Beautiful, streamlined automobiles, and I'm excited to see more of them on the road. Where I'm at, I live in the United States, so I'm excited to see more of them on the road in the near future in the United States. But just personally, Duong Van, I'm happy for you to see your career. I mean, there's all the stuff you're doing, with VinFast and all the stuff we're doing here at the conference at AutoSens and InCabin, but I'm so happy for you to see your career trajectory, just personally I know we talked last year, but just to see your personal career excel, to see you in this role with VinFast, it's really amazing. And I just want to thank you for being here and taking time to do this with us. Have a great rest of the show here in Barcelona, and safe travels back home. And I look forward to doing this again sometime real soon.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, everyone.
More to come from AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024 from the Feira de Barcelona alongside Duong Van Nguyen. I'm Carl Anthony, AutoVision News Radio.